don't think it's necessarily fair to AJ. I just know that I have the power and the timing. It's the shots that you don't see coming that knock people out. And I'm a tricky knockout artist that people don't give me enough credit for. I've won knockout of the year. So he has to be careful. And I do have the timing, the speed, and the tricks up my sleeve to be able to hit a shot on this guy that he doesn't see coming that can put him to sleep.
More pressure on them going into this fight?
100%, Anthony. Yeah, 1,000%. This is something that's gonna weigh on him, right? Like, because of what you said, I'm going in there, I can fight free. If he starts getting touched up and losing rounds, I think the cookie will crumble.
I think there's any chance in the world, knowing what Anthony Joshua is a specialist at, he's a specialist at putting knuckles through your fucking brain, and that's what he's going to try to do to Jake Paul. And anything other than that, from a 34-year-old Anthony Joshua, will make us all think it's a fixed fight. Whether or not Joshua can do it, whether or not, Jake Paul shocks the world and shows us that he really does know how to box really well and moves really good and uses his jab and blows us all away with a strategy and a lot of footwork. And
he said, we'll see if the cookie crumbles. I don't know what to say. I'm confident in myself. Like, I'm not focusing on him. I just know what I can do, and I can't wait to show it. I'm not gonna crumble. I'm solid. I've been through wars, and I'm still standing super strong. I align myself with some of the greatest coaches and greatest fighters in the world because I have that hunger. That if I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna break his face. I'm gonna break his body up. I'm gonna stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality, and I know what's in my heart. I know what's in my mind, and I'm here to compete. I'm here to prove myself that I'm the better fighter, so I'm looking forward to it, and I'll do that until I finish fighting, no matter who it is.
How am I prepared mentally? So, mentally, it's a competitive fight, and I've got to bring competition. So in that sense, mentally, it's not just about, all right, I want to box well and all this, just win. Mentally, like, win, refuse to be beat, and that's how you mentally approach the fight, just go in there with a winner's mindset.
So Jake, you can fight basically anybody. You decide who your opponents are going to be. Why was this man the right opponent for right now?
I think this talk has been part of the conversation, and we've always wanted to fight each other. There's been some talk back and forth for a couple of years, and my goal is to become world champion, and the WBA and WBC.
A perfect storm of confidence and quiet menace. In one corner stands Jake Paul, the architect of his own destiny, a man who speaks in absolute certainties. He doesn't just predict a win, he describes a demolition. He talks of breaking faces and crushing spirits, preaching a powerful gospel of self-belief that has become his trademark. It's a compelling narrative, the kind that fuels viral moments and inspires underdog dreams. He carries himself like a man who has already rewritten the rules and is ready to collect his reward. Facing him is the immovable object, Anthony Joshua. His demeanor is a study in stark contrast. Where Paul is all fire and declaration, Joshua is pure, chilling, calm. He doesn't need to sell the fight with wild promises. His presence alone is a statement. He treats the upcoming bout not as a spectacle, but as a professional obligation, a job to be completed with ruthless efficiency. The quiet confidence he radiates is more intimidating than any trash talk, suggesting a man who knows his own power and has no doubt about the outcome. This creates a fascinating pressure dynamic. All the weight of expectation rests on Joshua's shoulders. He is the Olympic gold medalist, the former unified world champion, the established king of the division. A loss for him would be unthinkable, a permanent stain on a storied legacy.
You're quoted on record saying that you and AJ must retire if Jake Paul wins on December 19th. Stand by that?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I suppose so. Yeah. Look, I don't see a world where Jake Paul wins this fight. I know that boxing's boxing, and I mean, what is it? Roy Jones came out this morning and said Jake Paul can win this fight.
Teddy Atlas as well.
Teddy Atlas. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, now I'm a bit worried. I won't retire. AJ should retire. I see AJ winning this fight with ease, comprehensively, destructively, violently, and I don't see a world where Jake Paul is competitive in the fight, let alone win the fight. But luckily, AJ's not preparing in a way that he just thinks it's a joke. He's preparing for Jake Paul like he's a world title contender. Yes, it's been a little bit of a shorter camp. Yes, we've got to make weight this time around, but it doesn't.
In the top 10, where AJ's taking it seriously, he's answering the questions direct that Ariel's throwing him. There was no, yeah, we're here to kind of fuck around. This is going to be easy. Give me my money. Let me run back to the UK. This was AJ's like, no, we're taking this seriously. And that ain't a good thing for Jake Paul. It isn't. And AJ is that guy anyway. Like, I would never doubt that AJ would take this seriously. But for Jake Paul, I do wonder if realization is kicking in, or maybe he is just that delusional where
Yeah, AJ's never made weight before, so all of a sudden he's tried. You know, he's been in camp for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, and he's probably sitting at, I don't know, 260, 265, and it's like you got to make 245. It's 20 pounds. The weight clause and all of this is going to be an issue. It's something we have to keep our eye on. But I think AJ feels great. I think actually the lighter AJ is, the better.
Secret to, like, you know, boxing a guy like
just
like
get him
Joshua?
with the right hand. That's what Jake Paul's looking for, the right hand. And if he lands, he could do good damage. So a lot of people underestimate Jake Paul, but in reality, he's a good fighter and he's dedicated, and that's what I.
Jake Paul, on the other hand, operates with what seems like total freedom. For him, a valiant loss is almost as good as a win, and a victory would shatter the boxing universe. This liberates him to swing for the fences with nothing to lose, while Joshua must be perfect. The experts see this for what it is: a dangerous mismatch of intention. Analysts note that while Paul is dreaming of slick footwork and surprising the world, Joshua is a specialist in concussive, fight-ending violence. Promoter Eddie Hearn has even staked his own professional reputation on the result, so certain is he of his fighter's dominance. The preparation speaks volumes. Joshua is reportedly in a state of razor-sharp focus, treating this with the seriousness of a world title defense, not a celebrity sideshow.
We'll still stand firm and say AJ should, not will, should get rid of Jake Paul in 1 round. Should. And if he doesn't, then it's more, my questions will be more to AJ. But I'm confident AJ gets this done, and I'm confident AJ hasn't come to play around. So this isn't a case of AJ just come to kind of give the American audience a show and just, you know, make Jake Paul look silly and make Jake Paul miss. And no, I think AJ's come to do damage, collect the check, and go to Saudi and have this fight in February that Turkey's been.
Jay, I'm stuck in between, because nobody on this green earth would actually turn down 50, 60 million to fight Jake Paul. And people that don't like this will probably watch it because they want to see Jake Paul getting knocked out. So what's it say about AJ and what's it say about Jake Paul? I think I was thinking upside down. For AJ, I thought, Mama's cashing out. He's cashing out because he's going down this minute line. But I thought itself, I want to see what AJ's presence in front of Jake Paul would be like. Because AJ, especially when it comes to fighting, is a serious dude. And I know Jake Paul, the problem child, he can be rude, he can be in your face. Remember when he snatched Floyd Mayweather's hat? And they do all the kind of things. Mike Tyson ended up slapping him in his face and standing on his toe. I think Jake Paul got there, looked up and thought, shall I chance?
In press conference, I think one of the biggest takeaways was, and I think we knew this on the circuit anyway, that AJ had left Ben Davison, but he confirmed it. And then he said he's training with Igor. And I wish Ariel pushed him a bit more, because I have no idea who Igor is. I feel like I know quite a few people in this Alexander Usyk camp where AJ is and has been for a while now. But Igor is most certainly not Alexander Usyk's #1 trainer. So I'm guessing it's just someone in the camp. But AJ is now...
So, we are left with the ultimate clash of philosophies. It is the power of belief against the weight of evidence. It is the bold newcomer challenging the established order with sheer force of will. Jake Paul sells a dream of shocking the world, while Anthony Joshua represents the cold, hard reality of elite-level boxing. When the bell rings, we will find out if a perfect narrative can survive a single, perfectly placed punch. The world will be watching to see if confidence alone can weather a storm that has ended the nights of far more seasoned veterans.